Hola, ¿cómo estás? We are in it to win it today, honey. Hi, everybody. Sit down, Ivy. Hey, y'all. I just had something that I wanted to share with you guys. But I know I haven't been live here in a while. So you guys are just seeing me and you're like, oh my gosh, Velvet, where have you been? Well, I don't have no whatchamacallit, so please forgive me if it's like, if the camera is moving too much or whatever. I don't have a stand. Nevertheless, I'm here. Actually, let me see if we can hold up right here. Hey, now everyone's coming in the room. I see y'all now. Alright, so let's get it popping. Okay, listen, y'all. I think that should be great right there. So yes, I just wanted to share some of my thoughts with you guys. Nevertheless, I know you guys are like, oh my gosh, where have you been? What's going on? Hey, some fruit. Hey sis, thank you. Shout out to my girl Ashley. She's going through some divine healing right now. Yeah, put some love into the world for her. Okay? Okay, yes. So listen. I was thinking, well, actually, it's been a transformation, actually. It's been an interesting transformation. The transformation is still going. Okay? I am being continually molded, crafted, and shaped it. However you want to say that. You know, I'm just like, feel like I'm under revision at this point. And I think all of us, are there in a way. Nevertheless, I was always in a constant self-reflective mode, the last couple months really. And so like now in my life, I'm just really starting to understand some things, guys. Like I'm really starting to like, put everything into perspective, and it's a beautiful process. And I don't really like talking to y'all if, I just feel like it's not going to be of some impact or anything like, you know what I'm saying? I'm very intentional. I'm not a frivolous person, okay? I'm not superficial by far, okay? I'm it, okay? I am the sauce, okay? And so, listen, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, wow, there's light being shed on so many different topics in life, right? Like there's so many different things that we're talking about. Like we're talking about Jesus and the Bible versus occult information. We're talking about white versus dark. We're talking about good traits and bad traits. We're talking about so many things, but nobody is talking about the black woman. Nobody, and let's press pause on the word black. You know what I'm saying? Let's just press pause, because I think I'm intelligent enough to understand like the collective mindset of us wanting to change this world and to live in a better place, and that means we're gonna have to, change certain things that we're doing in society economically, to be this change. And it's so many stereotypes about white supremacy and how it's instigating us being oppressed, and being in slavery, and being mentally bound by these ideologies and these doctrines that were forced upon us and things of this nature. And so as I'm like going through my experiences in life, and I'm actually, like living as a black woman, I'm almost baffled by how the community can say that they are conscious or intellectual for that matter. Like, and don't get me wrong, like, I've been in a situation publicly that did not make me look the smartest, but guess what? I don't think that I'm not an intellectual to understand the hype about changing society and healing generational curses. You know, like, I'm a mother now. I say that to say that I'm a mother now. I have 2 children. I am a young woman, you know, blossoming, continuing to blossom into a woman, you know. So I understand, and I am doing things that every black woman out there or woman out there would have to do, coming from trauma. I'm talking about trauma. And all of us have these traumas, and all of us go through things, and all of us have these life experiences. And some of us, when we have these life experiences, it makes us bad people, because, you know, we are bitter. We grow to be bitter, and we just take that out on everybody else. And then there are people out there who actually take it and do some self-reflecting, you know, and they say, you know, wow, I could actually learn from this situation. I could actually, you know, change my life if I had thought of a different way about this situation. You know, not let it actually depress me, but, you know, uplift me. Uplift me to create a better circumstance for myself. And there's this group of people that's in a gray area, and they don't know how to do it at all. They don't even know where to start. They don't have the resources. They don't have the community. They don't have the people. They don't have the mindset. They don't have the family. They don't have the resources, the money. They don't have it. They don't know. And so, being that I'm one of these black mothers, one of these women out here that don't know what to do, that can't or don't have anybody to confide in. I'm living a life publicly, and I don't know what people think about these women out here who taking care of these children by these multiple baby daddies, by these men who said that they were gonna do one thing and then did the other, who pretended, boys who pretended to be men, pretended that they could fill a man's shoes. I'm going through what that black woman is going through behind closed doors. And so, I don't know if people, I'm talking about humanity, period, on a global scale. I don't think they understand what the black woman, and I'm saying the black woman because we can all identify with that term, and we can all understand that the black woman is in its own category in society. No other woman is treated like the black woman. And so when we are living our lives in the society that we live in today, it set us apart. It sets us apart from every other woman, because every other woman is a degenerate. It's actually a mutation of our greatness. And so, being that I'm going through this, you know, again, being that I am in that minority, I don't care whether you like to, you know, I look light skinned, yeah, I'm light skinned, I got curly hair, I look Spanish, whatever, but baby, guess what? It's in my blood. The struggle is in my blood. You understand? I'm going through it. And so, my heart, and I'm making this a point because my heart goes out to the black woman. Like, and that goes back to my point. I don't think y'all understand what the black woman go through to keep her head high, to keep her household running, to keep that food on the table when she don't got a man to provide it for her. And not because she was disrespectful to that man, and not because she didn't want to see that man be great, and not because she emasculated that man, but because that man couldn't fill the shoes that he said that he could fill. That don't have nothing to do with that black woman. Okay, that in that sense, that woman had to then, after forgiving him multiple times, and I'm not talking about in terms of myself, I'm not making this personal, I'm talking about globally. I'm talking about women out there, more women, there are hundreds and thousands of women going through this. You understand? And so, with these women going through, the obstacles and the challenges that they have to face because of a circumstance, it takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of humility. It takes a lot of patience. Do y'all know the patience that it takes? Do y'all want to know the patience? Y'all think I'm just sitting over here twiddling my fingers and I'm shining and glowing and dripping in gold? Baby, you know what I have to do to get to the level and attain the vibration and the frequency? Do you understand? And every other woman, I know you out there. I know you. If you understand, that man better watch out. That man better watch out, because when the coin is flipped and the woman, the black woman, or any woman for that matter, because a woman, in my opinion, and I'm gonna digress off of the black woman, and I'm gonna just make this in general about women in period, women period. The woman, she is the foundation of it all. She is what you build upon. She is the foundation, like she is. And so, if you don't have that, if you abuse that, if you misuse it, shout out to my mama. Shout out to my mama, because whether she went through trauma or not, as much as she faced her circumstances, she did different when she dealt with me. And that's how I feel. That's how I feel. I feel like, the same mistakes that were in her lineage of woman, she happened to change. So at least some of it, even if it's just a little ounce of it. So shout out to my mother. Shout out to my grandmother. Shout out to my great-grandmother. Shout out to come on now. I come from these women. This is my blood. And so, shout out to every other woman out there who is a mother, who was birthed in the nation right before our eyes. You understand? Shout out to those mothers. Shout out to all the mamas who don't have it. Who just don't have it. They ain't got it for their kids and they ain't got it for themselves because something is in the way. It's just something. Shout out to the mamas who got it. Shout out to the mamas who balling. Shout out to the mamas who right in the middle, who they feel like they got it, but they just need to work a little harder. Shout out to every woman on the planet, because we are the home caregivers. We teach the children. We actually influence the children. The men, we influence everything around us. We have the power, and that's why it's so important for us to understand who we are. And I'm talking about your self-worth. I'm talking about the part of you that your dignity. Who are you? Who are you? We need to understand that as a woman. And once we have that understanding, and there are a lot of women who have that understanding about themselves today, I could call out a few. And when we understand that as a collective, it's okay, mama. I'm coming. Give me 1 second, okay? Give me one moment. It's okay. I'll be right with you. It's okay. It's okay. Yo, we need to understand who we are. We need to understand our worth. I know. There's a hype about you need to know your purpose. You need to know your purpose. Yeah, your purpose is revealed to you along the way. Okay, the reward is not the end goal. The reward is the journey. And so, as you're going in life and you're experiencing life, you're living in the purpose that you're supposed to live, as you're walking, as you're talking, as you're doing it. Okay, so y'all, that's how I feel. And girl might be on to something. Your girl might be on to something. But nevertheless, I hope y'all enjoyed this live. I hope y'all enjoyed my thoughts. And I'm going to see y'all until next time. Later.